Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. It is Wednesday, so it is time for Weigh In and Weight Watchers weekly meeting topic. Let's get started with the weigh-in. I'm owning it. It is nobody's fault but my own. It is not the weather's fault. It is ridiculously hot and humid here in Jersey. It is not hormonal fault. It is not the fault of anyone but me. And you know what? When that happens, you have to own it. I really thought about not stepping on that scale this week. I thought about it and I thought, no, why? Why? I need to face what I did. And what did I do? I snacked. And I'm not talking good, healthy snacks. I'm not talking, my vegetable tray or my fruit tray no, I'm talking chips, tortilla chips. I swear they open the pantry door and they attack me. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Oh my gosh. Ever since I found out I am not allergic to avocados, I am obsessed with guacamole. Too obsessed with it. I know that avocado is a healthy fat and I am all about the healthy fats. But I need to make better choices with it. I need to not make it all the time, not eat as much when I make it, and stop using tortilla chips. I have those beautiful pop cakes that are 0 points for one and 1 point for two. I can easily break them up and use those to scoop the guacamole. I can. The guacamole I make is 1 point for 28 grams. I can do better. We had, and this is not an excuse, I'm just stating what went on. We had 4 days of social situations. Thursday night, we had barbecue at church. I did fabulous. I really did. It was, eating out. Friday, we had pinochle at our house. I made tacos. I did great with the tacos, the chips, the guac, and the queso. Yeah. And I plan to eat half a donut because that's what my sister-in-law brought for dessert. I ate the whole thing. Saturday, did pretty well. Went to my niece's Saturday night to watch the fights. Snacked a little too much. I had a lot of watermelon, but just snacked too much. Sunday, had a birthday party. I didn't handle the social situations as well as I should have. I could have been a lot worse, but I could have been a whole lot better. So, had a long talk with myself on Monday. Now, if you remember, I switched my weigh-in days to Monday, just because that seems to be the day that Doug is taking off from work, and we are doing something, usually going to the beach. So I figured, you know what, I'll take Monday, I'll make Monday my weigh-in day, because my weigh-in day is usually when I use all my weeklies, and I have a special treat, whatever. Those special treat days were getting a little bit out of hand because back in the beginning, I always used to have one special treat. Lately, it's been special treat after breakfast, special treat at lunchtime, special treat at dinner time. It's getting out of hand. Thankfully, I recognized that and I stopped it. I didn't keep going with it because that's how you gain all your weight back that you've lost. And I am in no way gaining 65 pounds back. Ain't gonna do it. So I reeled it in, and Saturday, Doug said, oh, are we gonna have pizza on the beach? Or are we gonna go get ice cream? Are we gonna do this? We're gonna do that. I said, you know what? No, we're not. I said, because my treat, my one treat on weigh-in day, that, that's what I used to do, would be using my weeklies. I gained 2.8 pounds last week. Unacceptable. And why? Because I overate. So all those weeklies are gone. So no, there are no special treats today because A, I don't deserve it, and B, I have no weekly points to use on them. That's why I'm not a fan of no track days. They work for some people and that's fine. If I didn't track everything, I wouldn't know how far over I was or whatever. So that doesn't work for me. So Monday, I'm like, nope, I don't care that it's weigh-in day. We are 100% on plan. And you know what? We were. It was wonderful. I felt good. I felt empowered. I felt accomplished. That led into Tuesday. Yesterday was a fantastic day on plan. And that momentum is going to keep me going for today. So I feel, honestly, this week, like I felt that first and second week that I started WW back in 2018. I feel really, really strong, really good, really motivated, and really empowered. So that big 5-minute spiel to let you know I gained 2.8 and it was 100% my fault. So if you have a gain and you know it's your fault, just own it. There's a certain feeling about owning it and knowing that we know what to do to correct it. You know, last night we went shopping to buy a new refrigerator. And while we were out, I said to Doug, I said, let's stop and pick up a watermelon on the way home because we go through watermelon like crazy. We're out of watermelon. I said, and I'm not doing a produce haul until probably the beginning of next week. I said, but I need a watermelon. So we stopped and I said, is there anything else you can think of that we need while we're here? And he wanted some more cherries because him and the boys destroyed the cherries. And he said, oh, I think we need tortilla chips. And I looked at him and I said, you know what? I said, can you live without tortilla chips for a little while? I said, because they've been kind of a trigger to me lately. And he goes, you know what? They've really been a trigger to me too. He goes, and you're right. He goes, treat. They're a treat. We don't need them in the house all the time. I said, you're right. I said, when I place my Azure standard order, then I will order some tortilla chips because we found this late July brand that we love and I'll just get them from there. So that way I have to order them. I have to think about them and I'll only order one bag. And that's the deal. When they're gone, they're gone. So it's little things like that I do that help me. I mean, people might say they're mind games or, I'm just kind of tricking myself, but it's what works for you. And that's what works for me. So 7 minutes in, we still haven't gotten to the topic and I apologize, but I can talk to you guys because you understand. You understand. And you kick me in the butt when I need to be kicked in the butt, and you're understanding when I need you to be understanding. Right now, I need a kick in the butt, but I've kicked myself in the butt because I'm all about the tough love. So, yeah, sometimes when I give myself a little grace, it's not an inch of grace, it's a yard of grace. So I need to pull that back in because, yeah. But I really feel like I have. So, anyway, let's get on to that meeting topic. Oh, no, I have one other thing to talk about first. I'm so sorry. I made the decision to switch over to the purple plan for a little bit. Now, I switch back and forth a lot between blue and purple. Not a lot, but every couple of months. I get so comfortable with the blue plan that I tend not to track because I just know. And I tend to eat the same things and things like that. Well, with the purple plan, I don't quite know some points, and I like to, hey, like this is 0 on purple, let me try this, or oh, this is like a 9-point breakfast on blue, and if I do a 9-point breakfast on purple, that's way more than half my day. So it helps me to switch plans once in a while to give me a fresh perspective, to make me stop and think about the food I am putting into my body, and to think about some points. So I will probably go back to blue. I always do. But for the next couple weeks, I really want to focus on the purple plan and, just see if a little shakeup may help me also. And it'll make me definitely more mindful of my tracking and more mindful of my points. So for right now, I'm switching over to purple. That doesn't mean anything for you guys because my menus are still pretty much the same. Like I have triple tracked before. I have triple tracked purple, green, and blue. And I did it for like 2 weeks. And I was within my points for all 3 plans for every day. So I'm still, I will still give the points for all the plans and all that. It's nothing's going to change for you guys, just for me for the next couple weeks. So anyway, okay, now let's talk. Your healthy meals deserve some fanfare. Here's why. And this week's topic, it's back into the, you know, sparking joy topic that they're on. And it's about setting your table and how you experience your meal. And it says, why should fancy dinners get all the attention? Enjoy your next Smart Points friendly meal at home by setting the scene the same way you would for a special occasion. Set the table and the scene. Break out the nice dishes, light candles, and put Alexa on music duty. Sit down to enjoy your masterpiece without distractions. Focus on your meal and the company you are with, and eat mindfully, slowly, relishing each bite. You could also, it says, call your meal something special. Instead of saying scrambled eggs, call it a fluffy French omelet with seasonal vegetables. I don't know if I would go that far. And they said, if you want to take it a step further, make a paper menu. Ain't nobody got time for that. But I will say, I do set a table. It is very, very rare when we do not sit around the table to eat. Now, sometimes it always seems like when we get Chinese food, we like to sit in the family room and eat our Chinese food. I don't know why that is. But we always set the table, and we do not use any paper goods in our house. It's just something that we don't do. So we always use dishes, you know, just our everyday dishes, our everyday Corelle. Every once in a while, if I'm feeling fancy, I will pull out the china in the dining room, and I do that more often than you would think because my china's accessible, my dining room's accessible. Why not do it? And sometimes I'll do it just to be funny. Like, we'll have tacos and I'll pull out the china, or we'll have like turkey sandwiches and I'll pull out the china because it makes that turkey sandwich just a little more special. And the kids just think it's hysterical. But we always sit at the kitchen table, and I either use a tablecloth or placemats. I set the table. We use cloth napkins for every meal. It's just something we do. And it does make it feel a little more special. It makes me aware of my food. Now, there have been times, especially on days that I'm working and I have the babies running around, that I will have eaten my breakfast or my lunch standing at the counter, eating it right out of the bowl I made it in, or eating it right out of the frying pan if I made like a grilled cheese or something. And I'm not in the moment when I'm doing that because I've got so many other things going on. I'm just eating to get it in. And like, there have been times where an hour later I stop and go, did I eat lunch? Did I eat breakfast? What did I have? I'm not even aware that I ate a meal because I wasn't in the moment with that meal. And then you want more. If you can just take a little bit of time to be in the moment with your food, you will be more satisfied, not only physically, but mentally. Like I said, they're mind games sometimes, but sometimes we have to do that. You'll just feel better about what you've eaten. I mean, we sit down at the table. Now, granted, the boys are home this summer, so there's more of us. We talk, we laugh, we have fun. 9 out of 10 times I do pick up the camera and quickly give you a synopsis of my dinner if it's, if I'm recording, but then the distractions go away. The phone goes away. It only takes 15 seconds to record my dinner, then the phone goes away, and my family knows that. And we sit and we talk and we eat dinner. And when you're talking and you're conversing and things, you eat slower because you're focusing on what people are saying, or you're telling a story or something. And when you eat slower, you get more full faster. Last night we had a beautiful dinner, and I kind of filmed a cook with me with it, and I still need to get that edited and make sure it turned out okay. I'm really hoping it did because I'd like to post it. We had garlic mustard pork tenderloin with crispy smashed potatoes, and we had roasted carrots. It was a beautiful plate, and it was so good. And when I arranged all my food, I weighed everything out. I had all my food on my plate. I took a minute and I cut up all my meat. I cut my carrots in half. Some of the bigger smashed potatoes I cut in half or in quarters. I got my plate all ready, and because that took a little more time. And then I ate, I would eat a piece of meat, I'd put my fork down, I would take a drink, I would talk to the boys, whatever. I really was in the moment with my dinner, and it was fabulous. I just love a pork tenderloin to begin with, and this one is one of our absolute favorites. And the boys kept saying how good dinner was and all, so that makes you feel good too. But I was in the moment, I paid attention. We got done dinner, I did not pick anymore, I did not, pop anything else in my mouth. We cleaned up, and then we had to go out last night, and it was great because I wasn't standing around in the kitchen looking for something else. So it's definitely being present and being there when you eat your meal is definitely a huge help. So I know we're all busy. We are all busy. We are all on the go. We're all at different points in our lives where we're doing different things. But just try to take a little bit of time. Sit down when you eat your meals and be present in that meal. You will be amazed at what a difference it makes. You really will be. Make it look pretty, because the first thing that you taste with is your eyes. And if it looks good, it's going to taste even better. So that's what WW has to say this week. Now the menu this week is recipe this week, crispy buttermilk onion rings. Now I love me some onion rings. I love the kind you get from, the steakhouse or the seafood restaurant, those big, deep fried, battered onion rings. But they're 1,000,000 points. They are deep, fat fried. The onion ring itself is 0, but let's count the breading, let's count the oil and all that. So it's going to go way up. These are air fried. Now, it's still high in points. It's still 6 points on every plan because you've got the milk mixture that you dredge it in. You've got the breadcrumbs that you're putting on it. So it's still, a decent amount of points, but it's definitely better than deep fat frying them from a restaurant. They look delicious, and I don't know, I've never made homemade onion rings. Never. I always just get them out. So who knows, maybe we'll give it a try. I like a nice onion ring on top of my burger, so maybe next time we have burgers, I'll give it a try. And I do have an air fryer, so that would work. So there you have it. The delicious looking recipe and the meeting topic and my abysmal weigh-in for this week. I am excited for next week because I really think I'm going to do well. Now, Doug reminded me when I was so excited about, doing well next week, that usually I'm a 2-week girl. So this gain could have been from the week before. So who knows? But he just reminded me, he's like, don't forget, sometime it takes a while to catch up with you, because he doesn't want me to get discouraged. He's also been a little up on the scale. He's about 4 pounds over where he likes to be. So he is also buckling down. And he's done really well too the last few days. His problem is the snacking, sitting at his desk working and just snacking. So yesterday he really did well with that. He didn't reach for the pretzels dipped in peanut butter, or he didn't reach for the frosted mini wheats. He had a bowl of, plain Greek yogurt with some fruit in it. And he did have some pretzels, but he actually counted out the serving. So he's doing really well too. So that's what's happening here. So thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day and spending it with me. Like I said, I just feel like I'm sitting here talking to you guys. I wish you were all sitting here in my living room with me, because I know we'd have a blast. So thanks again for watching, and let me know in the comments below how your weigh-in went this week. Let me know if there's anything you're struggling with, and let me know if you feel like you are back on track. And if there's anything at all I can do to help you with that, please reach out to me, because we can help each other. So thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you know someone who could use this video, please don't hesitate to share it. Have a great day, and I will see you all soon.